Hi, this tutorial is going to teach you how to do tree pose, also called Vrikasana in its Sanskrit form. It's one of the most commonly recognized balance poses in yoga. So in order to begin practicing tree pose, we always want to begin with mountain pose. So finding the four corners of both feet and distributing the weight evenly among them, spreading your toes nice and wide, softening the knees, engaging your core, pulling your shoulder blades back and down and away from your ears, and gently tucking your chin to lengthen the crown of the head toward the sky. Finding your breath, that Durga breath, a three-part breath to start, and gazing forward and locking into a gaze point. This will help your balance. This gaze point is called the drishti in Sanskrit. So once you lock into a non-moving drishti, bringing your hands to your hips. I'm going to begin by balancing on the right side of my foot. So I'm going to imagine mountain pose on the right side of my foot. Those four corners, my knee is over my ankle, my hip is over my knee, and I'm just going to start by lifting that left foot off the mat, letting the toes help balance me if I start to feel unsteady. So this may be all that you're able to do today, and that's perfectly fine. Balancing can be quite a challenge for many people. If you're comfortable, you can take your left foot, place the left heel right above the right ankle, and place the toes on the mat. This will give you a second foundation to support you in tree when you're learning the posture. So we always want to press our foot into our leg to create and streamline the weight evenly down the center. Bringing the hands to the heart, gazing at that drishti straight ahead, or maybe even lifting our arms out as if they were branches of a tree. So this is the first level of tree. If we start here and consider this the first level, that's okay too. We can also come to this one. The second level is bringing that foot to the calf of the opposite leg, or of the balancing leg. Now this may be quite a challenge for me. It is a challenge because I'm used to bringing my foot higher. So holding tree pose in this posture can be a challenge for everybody, not just for people who are new to yoga. So I'm going to plant my foot into my leg, and I'm going to press each of them against each other. Hands to the heart, gazing forward at that drishti, and perhaps raising my hands above my head. I can interlace my fingers, turn my palms upward, just play around with different arm balances, or different, not arm balances, but different arm positions as you're practicing. The next level is to bring that foot to the upper inner thigh. We never want to place our foot on our knee. The knee joint is a very, very important joint in our body. Our whole body is important, but we certainly don't want to lose balance and twerk that knee in such a way, or tweak the knee. All right, so from here, I'm going to reach down, grab my ankle, and help that foot come to the upper inner thigh. Locking into that gaze point or drishti, straight ahead, pressing the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot, creating tension between the two, an isometric contraction here, and then maybe raising the arms above head, if I feel like I'm able to do so. And if you fall out of tree pose, it's okay. It's just a yoga pose. Try not to get frustrated. It takes time to practice and improve on your balance. So I'm working various parts of my body, particularly my legs. You're probably feeling that balancing leg beginning to work, the muscles starting to fatigue a little bit. I'm going to release that and roll out the ankle. The next level of tree is really what we call figure four. And figure four is a little more of a hip opener. I'm going to find mountain pose. And then I'm going to lift this foot, bring it over, flexing this lifted foot, my left leg, flexing that foot to protect the knee, and just pressing the ankle into the quadricep of my balancing leg. And I'm feeling a nice outer hip opener here. I can raise my arms above my head. The key to this pose is really creating tension in between both legs. fabrics between the ankle and the leg to keep that leg from slipping. Also, sometimes the fabrics that you're wearing can enhance or can impede the balancing or the ability for this leg to stay. All right. So from here, if I'd like to, I could even squat, come into a one-legged chair in figure 4. So really working the shins and the soleus of this balancing leg in addition to the glute. I'm opening up my hip. I'm working the glute of the balancing leg. I'm working my core because I'm keeping my core engaged. And then from here, I can come up and out. And we always want to repeat the same posture on the other side. For the sake of time, I'm not going to do that here, but make sure that if you do one side, you do the other. Also be mindful that sometimes you're going to have better balance on one side versus the other. And this lets us know a little bit about our bodies. It helps us learn about our bodies. So don't get frustrated if you discover that one side balances easier than the other. It's just like sometimes we breathe better through one nostril and we have more congestion through the other. So we want to try to find balance. And by practicing tree, we may do that.